Hey everybody, we are back. If you celebrate, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. If you don't, I hope you had a fantastic Saturday, December 25th. If you don't know, I'm Justin Nightinger. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master tonight for DM Saving Throw. Due to one of our cast members and their potty mouth, I need to throw in the reminder that we are a hard R-rated stream. Before we go any further, though, I want to introduce our PCs tonight. We're going to go in alphabetical order, starting with Casey.
Hey everybody, my name's Casey Boyd. I'm playing Byron Bancroft, the guy who's crazy enough to shoot a harpoon in the back of the Wyvern off of the flight deck of a airship.
Hi, I'm Emily and I play Maeve the Monk, and I feel like I have something great to say and I've already forgotten what it is, so sorry.
Hey, I am Lisa. I am playing Nyx, the reborn cleric, and I did exactly one helpful thing last game, which is getting vulnerability on some of the wyverns, which I actually put down in my notes so we would make sure not to forget it this time around.
Nice. I'm Casper. My real name's Rob. And I was last seen running straight at the big boss wyvern and the person riding him. And I'm excited to see that play out.
A big beefy wyvern for a big beefy boy.
That is correct. All right. So it's been a little bit of time. So just back to the old normal. We are playing D&D 5e with a few homebrew rules added into the mix. We are using D&D Beyond. So you're going to be able to see some of our stats on the left-hand side of your screen if you are watching us live. Lastly, as always, all the stuff in the middle, that is Tailspire. It is the most fantastic thing on the market for us to play D&D. If you aren't playing in person, and even if you are, you should check them out. We aren't sponsored by them, but we really, really, really like their product. Anybody have any questions before we go into the recap? Okay.
Oh, I have a question.
Sure. What's the
Is
answer?
it okay that my dog is probably going to act like a dick all stream long tonight?
It's okay. Your PC acts like a dick most of the time, so it's just
Untrue.
it makes sense. No, that's okay. We'll allow it. All right. So we started off by getting introduced to a new character, a monk by the name of what's her name?
Maeve Donnelly.
Maeve. Yep. After the group initially bonded by murdering someone, they continued on their way to Turbalinsk Island. On their descent to the island, they saw a whole bunch of wyverns getting flown by savage Haragons attacking people in the town square. Byron pulled a Byron and jumped off the ship attached to a ballista bolt tied around himself, and then commenced to kill a wyvern on the way down. Nyx, apparently the only sane one, grabbed a giant owl to ride, while Casper jumped around 100 feet to the ground, and Maeve grew fake-ass wings and flew onto the wyvern's back. Just another reason why I fucking hate monks. So, last time we gave inspiration to Mike Phi. So if you are here, you can use that to either give me advantage or disadvantage. You can also give the players advantage whenever you would like. This week we are going to have Emily give out inspiration at the end.
Oh shit.
So, as a last reminder, we do have a Discord and we have a podcast. There's links to pretty much everything below this video. If you are not watching this live, please give us 5 stars, a like, a thumbs up, all that stuff. It does help people find us and deal with us and our hilarity or irrelevance, I don't know, in person. Anybody have anything else before we go to the top of the order with Byron?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I
Mhm.
just have some general like mid-battle reminder things.
Okay,
Byron,
mid-battle
you-
reminders.
Yeah, just Casper, you have Bardic Inspiration. Byron's, you have the enhance ability Cat's Grace effect. We burned through 3 turns of it already, but it does last for an hour. And then the Wyvern that's immediately next to Nyx is cursed, and the next strike on it gets vulnerability. I also have Spirit Shroud up. Don't frankly remember what that does, but that's okay.
Oh, I do have a question for
Okay.
the general public, which is that I forgot what my plan was once I got on top of this wyvern, so I would love any suggestions.
I think you were
because
trying to tame it. You were trying to tame it, and then it hated you.
But yes, so then I don't remember what the reason was that I got on it a second time. So I will take any suggestions because I cannot remember.
I wanted also to say Byron does not have Cat's Grace anymore because I use Shield of Faith on myself.
Ooh, harsh.
I'm glad that you're all honest. So, all right, ready to go?
That's all we can be, Justin.
Well, guys, look, let's be completely honest. I'm not going to remember.
You could be
So,
honest and mean.
Byron.
Alrighty.
You
Sort of bit more
are
up.
up.
See how much I get in trouble.
Oh, I guess I should finish off the. We did finish with Casper just like booking it towards the bigger wyvern in the center of the town square. So, Byron.
Yeah. I think Byron will. He's going to look up at the one directly above Nyx's character, this giant owl flying above him, and the wyvern, kind of coming down on her. He's going to, I think, turn and just cast Shatter on the rider of the wyvern, and that should be a 10-foot range. So
It's gonna hit everybody on it.
yeah,
him and the
should
wyvern?
him and the wyvern.
All right. So what do I need?
It's
to...
a Constitution saving throw for both of them.
All right. Let's see here. So the con for the Haragon is a 13, and for the wyvern, it is a 17.
So the wyvern saves. I rolled 18 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
So the thing with Shatter is that non-magical objects that aren't being worn or carried also take the damage if it's in the spell's area. I don't know how the saddle works, if that's considered, since they're both kind of in it. I assume that it's the wyvern's wearing it. So
Yeah, and I would say that the rider's wearing it too because he's literally strapped into it. That's so. You said it was 18 points of damage,
18 points of thunder
And then-
damage.
and then 9 for the wyvern because it saved.
Yeah, and for the second time, you guys will hear as the thunder claps.
All right. Let's see here. 9 damage and 18 damage. Awesome. So you can see the wyvern kind of shakes it off, but the Haragon on his back just kind of rocks back, almost losing control of the reins that he's holding. But he rights himself up, and it is now the wyvern's turns.
Oh, I should note, after I hit him, I'm going to kind of roll away just in case, and kind of move back to this area right here.
Okay. So we are going to start with it says Wyvern 3 is going to attack Nyx, not Nyx itself, but the owl that Nyx is on. So it is going to it's going to try to bite and then sting you as it's going by. So let's see here. The white one will be the sting. So that is a 21 on the bite and a 12 on the sting.
21 will hit.
Okay, so it flies by really quickly, just taking a bite out of the owl, and it takes
Not
6 points of
4-2.
damage. Yeah, it takes 6 points of damage as it bites into the wing as it starts to kind of fly by you. If I could get my mouse to work. There we
If
go.
you were to maybe theoretically put a number for how much HP a giant owl has, what would potentially that number be?
It's whatever the giant owl is. Hold on.
I don't know if six if 6
Oh,
HP
no.
is like this
Nope.
thing is.
Nope. Sorry. It's got no, the one I have says 19.
Okay. Still not great.
Positively healthy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Stop
it's
worrying.
you'll live forever. All right. So the one that Maeve is on,
Great.
Wyvern 6, the one on the left-hand side by the boat there. It is going to flip over again just to get you to drop off of it as it moves over towards land.
Am I allowed to react by trying to hold on?
Yep, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw. Gonna need to beat a 15 to hold on.
Okay, just listen. I need to.
What? That's that face.
19.
19. Okay. So it does a barrel roll and it's trying to just basically dip you in the water as it's flying over. It sees it's not going to do that, rights itself up, and you got lucky. So we have a couple other wyverns that are moving in from the outsides of town, and the large wyvern in the middle lets out this terrible wyvern-esque scream, essentially calling for the wyverns to stop what they're doing and come in to where he's at. And let's see who's up next.
He's forming a Mecca Wyvern.
He
I
is.
was literally just thinking, is this like a Transformers situation and all the wyverns are gonna start?
This is how dragons
I'm
make.
gonna be in it. I'm gonna be in. Oh yes.
Nyx, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. So the one that is starting to fly away, I mean, I assume it hasn't flown that far off. I am just going to cast a guiding bolt on it, and we'll see where that gets us.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a critical.
Ooh, fancy.
20, baby.
You got a nat 20, so what's the damage?
Did. Wonderful question.
For
'Cause I know
guiding
that
bolt?
We have, yeah. Well, when we have a... What's the word? When we have a critical,
Critical.
I know that we have a home rule as far as
So
like
it's
taking the base.
one
but then...
one die is automatically maximum, and then you roll the second die.
Well, it's
Yeah, but in this case
66.
There's 6 die. It's 66.
I mean,
Still confused by it.
That's
so I'm not
36.
trying to explain.
it's
36
I mean,
plus the roll. Is that what
by
we're
the
doing?
by the rule of what we're doing, it's 36 plus the roll.
Okay, I'm not mad about it.
No, I mean, if you
Wow.
crit with something cool, you should fucking get a cool ass crit.
57
Thank
points
you,
of
'cause
damage.
I think that I
50.
did exactly nothing helpful last game, so we're starting off strong this time.
Okay.
Yes, and yeah, that'd be 57 points of damage from the guided bolt.
All right, and that is Wyvern 3.
And
Okay.
the next attack. Oh, I'm sorry, Byron. Did you hit this wyvern already?
Yeah. With
You did. Did you?
it was 18 points
successfully hit
halved.
it?
Yeah, 18 points halved prior to
Okay.
your attack.
Did you? Okay, but you didn't apply the vulnerability that it had on it because it was cursed. So
Oh.
you should have doubled that damage.
Okay, so then it would have been 18.
Yes.
It
Uh,
doesn't matter. you hit this thing and it fucking explodes.
Okay, perfect. I was like, man, if you didn't use that vulnerability, I'm gonna hit this thing for a hell of a lot more.
Wyvern glitter.
Give me a
Perfect.
dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. I don't want to, but I will. A 5 do anything for it, yeah?
So you're on this owl and you reel up on it, kind of banking, and as you do, you shoot out this guiding bolt and just are instantly covered in blood. There is blood and guts everywhere. It's very reminiscent of Casper session 1 through 5.
Gross.
And soon to be
Is
this
my-
session too.
Is my
Just
beautiful owl also covered in blood?
Yes.
Both of us.
Yes.
Is this like are we blinded kind of thing?
Nope. It's just I wanted to see if you were covered in blood.
yeah, you're covered in
yep.
adventurer glitter.
Yeah, perfect. All right, excellent. I am happy.
Okay. So next up is Maeve.
Okay. Can you remind me, do these wyverns... Okay. Actually, I have a logistical tailspire question first.
Okay.
Oh no, there I am. Because it's moving, it's just moving slowly. Do these wyverns have some sort of like bridal rainy thing on? I have forgotten.
They do. It's like a horse saddle. However, it's got a place where you can stick your legs into it and then like buckle in.
So I cut the saddle off of this, and I'm talking about some sort of headpiece for like steering and manhandling.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
A bit and
Yep.
and leash.
It's a wyvern bit.
Great,
It looks
great,
like it's
great,
being
great,
fish
great.
hooked. It has two
Yeah.
things on both sides.
Great.
You're holding on to the reins.
How far am I from? Let's see. So far, 98 feet. Okay. That's not enough. That's
What are you
too
trying to
far.
do? Here?
I'm seeing if I'm close enough to use a special attack that I haven't used yet that I don't want to tell you about yet.
Oh, okay. That
You know.
works.
But it is 30 feet, and so I'm not close enough. So I'm going to try to like hold on to the reins and on it. Oh.
She has a monk
Yeah.
ability where she can tear the heart out of the creature.
Or were you trying to
I
fly
wish.
the thing?
Yeah, I
Is that
want
what
to fly it closer to the other ones, I think.
Okay. So
Is
give
what
me
I would
an
like to do.
animal handling. This is gonna be harder. I need a 17 just so it's out there.
Okay. Know that I'm going to use my inspiration if I fail this one.
Oh, that face looks like you probably didn't make it.
It's a 15!
Oh,
Can I use my
no.
inspiration, please?
Of course you can.
I'm having the world's dumbest moment. This is what happens when you skip a week. It means I re-roll, correct?
Correct. Yep.
I don't know why I had to ask that.
It's all right.
That's
we
okay.
We
If
took
you-
a week off. Who remembers anything?
Everyone send me your good vibes, please.
If you have that question, I'm sure somebody else does too.
That was a 14.
So you jump. You're on the back of this thing, and you grab the reins and just pull up. And as you do, you pull too hard, and it actually rips the side of the wyvern's mouth. Give me a D4 roll.
Serious.
Sure. I'm just gonna do it in chat.
You
If
just
I
tore
can
out the
spell
pretty
wrong.
girl's lip ring.
3.
3. Okay. So you pull hard, and now the reins and the hook and everything are in your hands. It is now. You're gonna have a hard time driving this thing. Do you have anything else you want to try to do?
I am just gonna hold on for dear life because I assume it will still be flying closer to the other wyverns. Honestly.
If it's anything like the rest of the wyverns, it probably will.
Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna hold on.
Casper.
All right. So does it?
Let me paint
So
you a
the
little
other-
picture here.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
directly ahead of you, right, there is it's like a big statue. There's a bunch of candles lit around it, and over top of it there is the larger wyvern sitting. It's got its wings open in a very menacing wyvern-y pose. And then the other wyverns are flying in closer, but there's not really any place for them to land unless they would land on the ground.
And
Or
the big
on a
one's a bit
wyvern.
the big one's a bit toasty, right? Still, from the fireball
Wait.
damage.
Yeah, the big one, he got. Yes, he took damage. I just don't remember.
It was like 36 points of fireball damage or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep.
There's 5 still alive, 5 attacking.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that I can see them all.
Oh yeah, good point.
All right. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the middle one. I jog forward and cast Guiding Bolt while I'm moving towards them at level 2.
Okay.
Let's see if I
Come on,
hit.
second crit.
22 to hit.
22 is going to hit.
So good.
Good.
Oh my god, terrible damage. Awful, awful damage.
But you
13
hit
damage. 13
All right.
radiant damage, right? Yeah.
All right. So, go ahead. Are you doing something else?
I will, yeah.
Okay.
If he's not dead. I'm
No,
going to
he's not
use
dead.
my orc racial feat of aggressive to move an extra 30 feet towards it with my bonus action.
Okay. You get pretty damn close to that. Yep.
That was my action, bonus action. I think that's all I can do. And that was my last level 2 spell.
Okay.
It is marked. The next attack against it has advantage.
Okay.
Which
so
one of them is it again? There's
it
two. I
is.
see two.
It's
in
the
the
one
middle.
in the very center. I'll put a light on it right
Oh,
now.
okay.
It's
That
the
one.
one directly over top of the big,
Got it, got it.
stand in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Weird angle.
the just divine energy shoots out of your hand as you're booking it towards this thing, and it lets out a snarl as you do some damage to it. This one does look like it's hardier than the rest. It does not appear to be bloodied yet. And now we are at the top of the order. It is Byron's turn.
Okay, I think trying to escape the glitter that is falling on him of viscera. He's got,
Just lean into it, Byron.
yep. All
As he
right.
runs by, grabs some, wipes it on his face.
Look, I got dirty. Yeah, so I already know that I can hit that, but I'm going to position maybe like, whoop. We'll try this again. So,
Where are you going to?
third time's a try.
All right. Are we trying to hit people with?
Yeah. All right. So again, I'm going to, as he's running, kind of just lift up his hand, and as he kind of pulls his fingers apart, just a little red bead goes bing, and he's just gonna send it right into the corner of that statue that has already been somewhat blown apart by my first explosion, and I'm gonna aim for both of those two again. So I am casting another fireball. Please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Can do.
For both the wyvern and the rider, right?
For wyverns, riders, everything in these
All of
circles.
them.
So that
Thank God.
is 16 on the. I'm sorry, 16 on the one on the outside. So this one right here.
Yep.
And then the big one is a 17.
Okay. And do either of them have riders?
They do, but they're. I don't see why they would get a chance to get out of the way. That's their mounts thing.
Okay. 20 points of fire damage.
Pew, pew!
So I
Alright.
don't think that, since it's an AoE attack, I don't believe that triggers off the guardian bolt. Correct?
No.
So he's still sparkly.
Okay, so let's see here. That's and then this one here. Okay. But I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from Casper.
Okay.
I may have created some shrapnel.
15.
15? Okay. So you're going to take 2 damage as the entire left side of this this statue just explodes everywhere. But you're actually lucky because you see this. There's a gnome next to you who just makes eye contact with you for a second as a piece of it just destroys the side of her face.
Oh no!
Yep.
Can I help? Can I try to block it at all? Perhaps at risk to myself?
Sure, if you want to try.
I do.
A gentleman.
It is the paladin in me.
Yeah.
I'm legally obligated to ask if I can save the random counter. What would you like from me?
Do you have some sort of thing that you can do, or you just?
Can I
It's called Paladin Save. Where he throws.
No. I do actually. It might be a little bit of a stretch. I keep forgetting which character this is on. I have interception, so when a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your action to reduce the damage to the target. So it's basically me using my shield to
Sure.
try and reduce some of that.
You're just Captain American, like, protection.
That's the idea. So
how much?
And it is one reaction.
How much damage does it stop?
9.
9? Okay. So you're actually able to stop all the damage that was coming through. And let me
Watch out!
I don't know. I'm going to use my new favorite marker because I got rid of that and put that back on there. So you saved. We're going to...
A small little red cap.
Hey, this is save gnome. I saved him.
Look at how cute he is with his little scythe.
This little gnome gives you a look of appreciation as it could tell in a different world it would totally be dead. And now it is the wyvern's turns.
Rob, don't forget to call in that favor later from that gnome.
So the large wyvern is going to jump down off of.
Oh God, gnome, run!
Yeah, is it the gnome's turn yet? Does the gnome get to run away?
Sure. Ah! And it runs completely off the screen.
Reactionary
but this-
opportunity attack.
Yeah, the wyvern picks it up and just throws it into the sun.
No.
But no, the large wyvern comes down off of the statue to face you, and it is going to try to bite and sting you.
Come on!
The bite is purple.
Try me!
That is a 20 for the bite and a 10 for the sting.
Nope. AC
Neither of
22,
them
baby.
Shit,
Ayo.
I need to get bigger monsters. So it slams into your shield, doing no damage, and you can see that the rider on its back is trying to unbuckle its harness to get off.
It's
Okay.
What's happened to all the other riders?
Yeah,
Love their
pretty much.
harnesses on.
So let's see here. Nyx. Actually, no, this guy's come back over. Wyvern 2 is going to start flying at you, Byron, after it saw you shoot the fireball, and it is going to bite and sting at you. Oh, that is a 12 and a 9, so that is not going to work. I need some new dice. This wyvern to the left, wyvern 7, is going to fly down and land. Whoops. And land next to what's your name? Casper. It's gonna land next to Casper and try to bite and sting at you. Oh, the stinger is a 22 on the nose.
Yeah, damn it.
I need a Constitution saving throw, which you should easily pass.
I am resistant to disease. Never mind. I thought it was also poison.
Okay.
10.
Oh, okay, nice.
I will use my inspiration on
Damn.
that one. Because I
Probably
feel like that's
good.
important. A 16.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna take half this damage, but so from the stinger piercing in through your armor, you are going to take that's 13 points of damage, and then I need more d6s.
Great.
So
More
then you're gonna take
D6s.
half of this. Okay, so you're gonna take 10 points of poison damage. It was originally 20 points. As you can feel this just noxious stuff like oozing in under your skin.
That's not good.
It is not good.
I need more HP.
Let's see here.
Whoever's listening.
This
Like, how much?
wyvern.
I hurt.
This wyvern here gets down and moves in. He's also going to attack.
Yeah, I don't love the 3 wyverns that are actively
Menage a wyvern. It is.
attacking.
He's got very good odds. I mean, I rolled a 17 and a 9, so.
Yeah, but still.
Hey, where's my wyvern moving, Justin?
Your wyvern is the last one. It's the most special, so I'm waiting for that for you. So this wyvern is just going to. Instead of flying straight because you're on its back, it's like flying up into the air and then down, and then up into the air and then down, and up in the air, and it's just trying to get you off its back.
Really?
Yep, and it can go to here. So give me a dexterity saving throw because it wants you off of its back.
19 again.
Damn it. Fucking monks. All right. Nyx.
So my owl has a base flying speed of 60 feet, which is going to put me about here. Does that... would you argue that we are now flanking this wyvern, Byron and I?
No. If you were on the ground, yes. But you're in the air and he is not.
Oh, he's on. Those one in front of me is on the
Okay.
ground.
No. I said if you were both on the ground, then yes. But the wyvern and the owl are in the air,
Oh, okay.
and you're on the ground.
And my owl cannot attack, correct?
I
I don't remember what the rule on that was.
don't either. So we could say if you want to use your attack instead of use the owl's attack instead of your attack, you can. You can just interplace it.
Yeah, I don't know that I can make a melee attack against this thing. So
I'll
let's
say
do
yes.
that. Let's.
If you want to make a melee attack, I'll say that you can. You get
Yeah, all right.
you get close enough to like club it in the tail or something.
Okay. Let's give that a go. Let's see. Nope.
What was that?
A swing and a miss, my friend.
Yeah, so,
I don't think a 7 is gonna hit the moving dragon tail.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You're sitting here and you're not used to flying on a back of an owl, and as you get close, you just swing, and as you do, the wyvern's tail kind of dips down, and your weapon, whatever it was, slides over the top of it.
Yeah, not.
Did you want to do
great,
anything
but
else?
That's okay. Yes, I do want to use Healing Word as a bonus action on Casper.
Okay.
And I missed how many points that healed you for, but
8.
8. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
No problem. That's my turn.
Casper, you were standing there and you just feel just this warm, almost like a big hug, rain down over you, and you get 8 points, hit points back.
No. Not Nyx's energy. You feel like a chill, like a cold. a whisper.
It feels like a prostate exam.
Ice bucket challenge.
Maeve,
Touch.
what did you want to do?
Okay, I've decided to give up on this wyvern.
What?
It's just not fun when it won't listen to you.
Doesn't
So
like you.
Maeve, being on its like back, presumably between its wings, is going to aim for its head and use her draconic breath. Oh, breath of the dragon. I'm sorry,
Okay.
that's what it's called. Which says when you take an attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of draconic energy in either a 20-foot cone or a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Does it matter in this instance? No. I think I just picked one and I picked 30-foot line. Anyway, my damage type is lightning, and the dragon needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. I can do that. That's a 9.
So it takes full damage,
Okay.
which is 12,
Oof.
because I rolled full as much damage as possible. So it takes 12 lightning damage.
Okay. So you're on this thing's back and you just open up your face and lightning shoots out, crackling down the back of this wyvern's back. Just make sure it doesn't have any. Nope. Okay. Casper, it's your turn.
All
Oh, wait.
right.
Maeve, did you have anything else you want to do? I know monks have lots
No,
of
I don't
things.
really have any useful bonus actions, and if I'm still on it, then I'm fine. Thank
Okay.
you, though.
Casper?
Okay, guys, yeah. So do all 3 of these wyverns look like they're gonna attack me?
Yes.
You got this.
Have and will.
Beef up.
How I am already beefed up. How damaged does a wyvern
Damage they look. Okay, so the one in front of you, it has green blood dripping out of it, but it looks like it's just barely that way, like it just happened in the last hit that happened to it. The other 2 are wyvern 7-1. So they both look like they've had some damage to them, but neither of them are bloodied.
Okay. And the guy is getting off of his wyvern, right? Would that happen next turn?
You would think it's probably going to happen next turn.
Alright. I can't fight 4 people at once with half HP. Alright.
Listen,
I'm gonna
if my
disengage.
pet wyvern weren't so slow, I would try to drive it faster towards you, Rob.
Thanks, man. I appreciate what you're contributing to this fight. So I'm gonna run over to Byron. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And then bonus action aggressive over here.
Hold
as well
me.
as moving. Casper comes back. He has a few new batters and scratches on his armor as he escapes the frothing nest of wyverns over in the center. He's just, hey, let's deal with these, maybe. That's my turn.
Okay. Casper. Not Casper. Byron.
Byron says, "Thanks for setting it up for me." Bing! Another bead appears in his hand. Just throws it right at the pack of
Oh,
3.
I'm glad I left.
All right.
So dexterity saving throw for them and any of the riders, I guess, or if the riders don't get an option.
And this person right here. All right. Hold on. So I'm going to do the non-leaders first. There's a 15 and a 13, and a leader. A 6.
Got him. All right. Let's roll that damage. Beautiful beam.
Anybody pass?
Let's go.
25
Yeah,
points of
yeah.
damage.
Okay.
All right. Let me math real quick. I did go to culinary school, so you have to give me a second here. All right. And then 25 on these other ones. And this one here. All right. So, again, this guy gets blown off the map. You just hear, "Tell my wife I loved her," as he's just blown apart. But this little dot of of fire shoots across the sky and just blows up in the middle of all these guys. Actually, I'm gonna do. That guy was unbuckling his stirrups. That is a 18, so he does stay on the back of his wyvern.
He still takes half damage from all of the fireballs that hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind Casper and pat him on the back and say, "You got this," and he will take Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you. I think I already have it.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll look up at Nyx and say, "You got this."
Thank you, Byron. Did you see? Did you see my guiding bolt? Did you see how much I hit him for? I made the wyvern splash.
You're doing great.
Wow. This is so hard. If Lisa's like, Nyx has it already, and Baron goes, Nyx's owl gets bardic inspiration.
I'd give it to Maeve, but she's a little bit further away from me.
I'm so sorry.
It's great. I love that, like, she's just like, I'll take care of this one.
I really
guys,
wanted
good luck.
it to be my friend. I just wasn't gonna take it home as a pet, Justin. I just wanted it to be my friend.
Dude,
Oh yeah, these all of them have poison teeth, and if you try to catch them, they're gonna bite them and kill themselves.
do Casper and I get
You get
opportunity
some time.
attacks and Nyx from?
So you will in a second, because
Okay.
it's going to throw its stinger into the owl, and then it's going to try and bite you, Byron. So as always, the stinger's the white die.
I'll say you don't have the teeth for it. I'll cutting words. It's attack on me.
Okay, so it is a 16 on the owl. For
Probably hits.
no, I'm
is
sorry.
it-
I'm sorry. It's 18 on the owl because that's the stinger.
How far away is it from me? The owl
Yo-
flying?
The owl is
It's up in the air, away from you, like
27
okay.
feet or something like that.
Alright.
So Nyx, your owl. Let's talk about your owl.
dies.
Crushing her hopes and dreams.
All right. So your giant owl already lost some hit points, right? Its AC is 12, and I rolled an 18. And
Yes.
that is for a lot. Do you want to give me a Constitution saving throw, or you just want me to have your owl die?
So old. Oh no, I got a 6.
Okay. You have what? 12 hit points left.
My owl has 13.
All right. So hold on. Let me just do the initial stinger, which is 7. That's 11. There is no possible way for your owl to live because it's 7d6 damage.
In that case, my cutting words wouldn't go off because he would immediately featherfall Nyx.
Okay.
I mean, thank you, but
What a
also
pal.
my owl is dead.
I mean,
My
you're
heart is broken as much as my body will be up on
No,
the
just let me
ground.
die.
yeah.
Okay.
Leave me.
Don't save me.
What is there to go on for if Sortu is dead?
All right. Well, so Nyx enters the field, and then it was a 16, I think, on you, Byron. Did that hit?
Oh no.
Okay. So it goes to bite you. You guys get your opportunity attacks as it flies by. So Casper and Byron, if you want to.
I
Yeah.
also get an opportunity attack.
20.
18 to hit.
Please don't get an opportunity.
18 hits, 20 hits.
7
I'm gonna
points of damage
smite.
as I rake the rapier across its belly.
Okay. You feel hot, sticky blood splash across your face. Reminds you of that time you were at that brothel.
More adventuring glitter.
I do 9 damage.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
Yes.
I would
Is
like to
it?
smite it.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
I believe I can smite it, right?
That was 9 and what out? One more time.
For me, it was 9 damage.
7.
And how much? 9. Okay.
And then I'm going to smite it.
All right.
Oh wow! For 9 extra damage.
Okay.
And
So
I
you
will
both.
also be striking this thing with an opportunity attack because Nyx is a warcaster, so I can make an opportunity attack with a spell. And filled with just imbued with the fury of watching her new favorite thing die in front of her from this wyvern, I'm gonna cast another guiding bolt on this thing and hit it for another 22 points of damage.
Jesus.
Just
Okay.
just down from the sky, just cold
So-
fury.
You see this this wyvern slap its tail into your friend, and the owl's face contorts in pain as it just crumples up and falls from you. And as you do, you feel yourself gently floating down. Your friends slash out, and you shoot a bolt into it. And as you do, it explodes.
Excellent.
So you get inspiration for being boss ass as you fall.
You get inspiration for using your abilities as you're supposed to.
Just let me have
In a
this. Let me have this.
cool
Hey,
manner.
it was amazing. I'm very happy about it.
Her feet touch the ground and tears stream from her eyes, and she just walks over to the corpse of the wyvern.
starts
and,
bawling.
How could you do this to me?
The owl looks into you, and in perfect comment, it says, "I thought we were friends."
We were friends. We were friends.
Blame you entirely.
Revivify. I revivify it.
All right.
That was my last third level spell slot.
Okay, so the creature, the wyvern that Maeve is on, is going to go this way. And once again, I need a dexterity saving throw that hopefully one of these times you'll roll a critical fail on.
I had 12.
Oh, okay. Let me move you back here. Do you want to roll the
Low ball.
what?
I can
Ah,
react.
that's right.
Monk shit.
Fucking monk. Here, let's just lower you.
So you just tell me what my damage is, and I'll tell you how much less it actually is.
You'll take 0 damage.
Yeah, it would have been 8.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Let's take you.
Fucking ninja.
Yeah, she superhero
Fucking pain in the
pose
ass.
lands it.
Yeah, there's a guy in the crowd. He runs over. You can see he's wearing Marvel clothing. He talks about a movie deal. So these other 3 wyverns are now going to fly over. The main wyvern, the big bad guy, is going to fly over to Nyx. The one that we've so lovingly titled Wyvern 7 is going to fly at Byron, and Wyvern 1 will fly at Casper.
So, point of clarification with that, you said that he was unbuckling the saddle and then dexterity saved out of the fire explosion. Does that mean he jumped out of?
No. I was seeing if it was going to blast him out of his saddle, meaning that it would be riderless.
Okay, I didn't know if he rolled out of it.
Nope. But that does make a very good point that probably Casper would have seen, because I don't have his passive perception up, but I'm just gonna say you see it anyway. You see that this guy is no longer buckled into his wyvern.
Cool.
Okay. So let's get the attacks on Nyx. 17 for the bite and 20 non-natural for the sting.
The 20 will hit.
Okay, so the 20 is going to hit. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Is this a disease or poison? Or...
It is poison.
It is poison. Okay, I get advantage on that then. 15.
Yes, that passes. So you're going to take 9 points of damage as the stinger punches into you, and then you're going to take half of this other damage. Which would be 11 points of damage as you can feel the poison coursing through your veins. Casper? you're up next. That is a 19 from the bite and a 23 on the sting.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay, so I need a Constitution saving throw.
A 19.
Okay, so that passes, but you feel the stinger go into your arm. It's 12 points of damage on that, and this is not a good one. All right, so you again feel the poison. I think you got poisoned before, but into you as you take 12 points of damage. Last but certainly not least is Byron. Jesus, that is a 12. That is a 12, and as it goes to slam its tail into you, it's actually it takes 3 points of damage as you like jump back and it slams its tail directly into the ground, and you can see that where its stinger's at is now broken. So
Idiot.
yeah, fucking moron. All right, and that is their turn. And now it's Nyx's turn.
Ugh, well, now that I'm on the ground and owl-less, I guess I'll just like swing at this thing.
Do you do dexterity saving throw as its
Whatever.
tail, as its leg kicks out in rigor mortis. Your owl friend.
Does a 16 hit?
On
I
which
swing
one?
at him with my scythe. The one that's immediately in front of me.
Oh, the big bad, the main
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
So it does hit.
it does hit. Excellent. So that is going to be 5 damage, and then my spirit shroud is still up. I was rolling concentration checks in the background before anyone is worried. And then I'll hit for an additional 2 points of cold damage with that.
As much as I don't want to kill my own monsters, Casper, you did something to this guy, and I don't remember what it was. Did it give it advantage?
It was other attacks would get advantage against it, but I think that ended already.
Okay. All right.
It ends
I
on
just wanna
your
make sure that I'm being honest.
next turn, I think.
Yeah, and I had a turret in between that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that this will make a huge difference to it, but it can now not regain hit points until the start of my next turn. I don't know if it has any healing abilities, but just in case.
Okay. You can see, like, as you hit this thing, you see its eyes, and they just go wild. It is trying to now buck the rider off of its back. It is in terrible, terrible shape.
Its speed is also reduced by 10 feet, but I don't know how much difference that'll make either.
Okay.
Terrible, terrible shape sounds great, though. Let's keep that up.
Okay. So.
Can you get rid of the ones we've killed so far? Is that 2 and 3?
They're all
No.
gone.
They're all gone.
They're gone.
Oh,
sweetie.
I see them still. I might as well.
Do
Sorry.
you see
Look at
4
the stream.
dragons, or do you see
C4.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah. Okay.
There should be a.
The 4 that are still on the screen are the ones that are left.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
1, 7,
Yeah.
4, and 6.
I'm seeing more than.
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
All right. Well, Maeve,
I mean,
what do you want to do?
I guess that I am going to. Let me just double check that distance. Okay, so I am going to spend a key point to do Step of the Wind and dash over here. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon because I believe I measured, and these two are less than 30 feet apart, these two just in front of me.
How many times can you do Breath of the Dragon a day?
I have 3 total.
Okay.
I think this is my last one for it. And I just need to measure, so it's a 5-foot wide line, which is perfect, so then I won't hit people if I do a straight shot and stuff, and I'm gonna Breath of the Dragon those 2.
Okay.
Pretty please.
What do you need from me?
They need to do the dex saving throws with a DC of 14.
Okay, so the one closest to you is my white die.
It's not a lot.
That's a 24 on the one closest to you, and a 7 on the one farthest away. So the
Okay.
one that was fighting Casper, that one failed.
So the farthest one takes 8 lightning damage, and the closer one just takes 4 lightning damage.
Okay. So the one farthest away falls over dead, and the one closest to you is still up as crackling energy shoots through it. Okay.
And that's
Good
it.
turn. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Let's see here. Casper, that's your turn.
All right, so the one directly ahead of me is done.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack the one that's next to Byron. Attack twice. Nothing super fancy.
Okay. He's not doing pretty good. He's pretty ragged.
21 to hit
Hits.
for 13 damage. Max damage.
Okay. That is all you need to do. As you run over, you slash, and its throat opens up, and it falls on top of its rider, killing it instantly.
Okay, and then I'd like to move over to the other one
Okay.
and kill that one.
Okay.
Longsword attack. 27 to hit. Almost a natural 20. 12 damage.
All right. So tell me how you kill it.
Casper is raising his shield as the lightning from your dragon breath toasts the one in front of him, and he turns and he just flips his longsword around in his hand and stabs it into its neck as it's trying to bite Byron. And he yanks it out and turns, and Orc dashes over to the other one that's fighting our good friend who just lost her owl, and then stabs that one in the stomach and drags a little bit down and pulls it out. He doesn't even smite. Oh my god.
And as you do that, the sword goes through and into the rider on the back. He's dead too. But the other wyvern that Maeve had been riding, seeing its leader killed, banks and flies off into the distance. You can see its wings as it gets smaller and smaller. Unless you're trying to do something there, Byron. What are you trying to do?
I was just gonna kill it.
Oh, it's. I mean, the meta. As soon as the leader died, everybody else was leaving.
Gotcha.
So if you want to try to do something as it's fleeing, you certainly may.
Nah, that's all right.
Kill.
I mean, why not? I will. I'll pull out the high boss revolver and fire off the other 3 shots at it just to see if I can kill it.
Okay.
So 23
Hits.
for 16 points of damage.
Okay, so they go into it, and you see it dip a little bit, but it shakes it off and flies up. It still has a couple more hit points left.
How many
Heat metal.
Dang.
Can you do that in one turn?
Nah, I don't think I can.
Okay, because it would be able to fly another 50 feet, well, 100 feet if it's just flying straight.
Okay, can I do something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Unless you can fly 120 feet in one turn.
Depending on where it is, I would also like to do something after Casper.
We all want to kill it.
Here's what happens. It banks and goes to fly away, and then the 4 of you in very Captain Planet-esque unison just launch things into the air at it, and it goes, oh, and it puts its arm up and then falls over dead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the one I was riding, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this fucker. I tried to be friends with it and free it from its masters, and it was just a real dick.
I think that it wanted to do what it was doing.
You hear in Draconic, it says, I would rather be dead than have to deal with you. And then its tongue slips out of its mouth.
Flips at the bird.
Ouch.
Okay.
Fucker.
Good job. That was a very possibly deadly combat.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Fucking
Nope.
nailed it. Cure wounds on myself. Good luck.
Let's hear the crowd. Is the crowd cheering for us, Justin?
Yeah.
No,
Does
they're
anybody show
screaming.
up?
Yeah,
Oh,
people.
we're not. It's not.
They're
like the
still
mayor.
terrified. They're.
Except
No
for that
showing up
one
with, like, a
tiny little gnome
box
that
of
Casper
treasure.
saved.
Oh yeah, he runs
what
over and
about
he's like,
them?
"Thank you, sir. Here's a shiny copper for you. I appreciate it truly.
Keep it.
Oh,
Your life is
wow.
far more miserable than mine.
You truly are a god among men." And he bows deeply and runs away.
Byron is going to immediately start putting out any flames with prestidigitation, just calming all of those down. And he's going to look over at Nyx and say, "You might want to amplify your voice and let them know that we have abated the attack and that we're here to help them and not continue to attack."
Yep, she'll nod, and I will use thaumaturgy on myself. And good evening, townspeople. This is your nightly news about wyvern attacks. The threat has been abated. You're very welcome. Please go about your day.
In the background, you hear, "Thank you."
Also, the group of brave adventurers will be waiting near the large structure in the center of town. Should any of you desire to reward us for our bravery, or perhaps give us a new quest.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
It hits with a tomato.
Honestly, I don't even. Oh, 22. Okay, we'll take it.
Plus
you-
3, I'm near you.
Out of the
I'm already
corner of your
covered
eye,
in
you see
blood.
something red flying in, and you step back as a tomato splashes between your legs.
I'm already covered in blood. I think it's very obvious.
I retract my thank you. As you-
Well, I'm gonna do exactly as I say. I'm gonna go wait over by the big structure in the center, and
Are any of us
Wait for my
good at
companions.
scavenging? I think the poison sacks. My
Yep.
left side of my body tells me it's right, or pretty potent, so I
Yeah,
might be able to scavenge it.
Byron is 100% going to be taking out his poisoner's kit and trying to harvest.
Okay, so there are 5 because 2 of them exploded. So you could possibly harvest 5. They are going to be DC 15. I guess that would be animal handling. What did we say that was last time? Did we say it was animal handling, or did we say it was?
I think it was nature
Yeah,
or survival. One
It
of
was
the two.
survival or nature. Either one of those works.
16,
Wow,
Okay.
why did you pick
Do that
nature,
4 more times.
Casey?
because it's a higher.
Yeah, I know.
Number.
I know.
Do that
Your
4 more
bar
times
is
and let me know
plus
how many you
5.
get. It's going to be they're going to be uncommon poisons.
Okay, 5 in total, you said?
Yep. So as you do that, the ship is finally touched down. You see the captain and his okay, you got 2. So you're able to harvest 2 of those. They'll each do 2 batches of poison, so that would be 4 total poisons that you could do out of that.
Okay, great.
The captain, in all his flamboyant clothing, jumps off the ship, running out. He's pointing to his crew to get them to help wherever they can. What do you guys want to do?
Loot these bitches that have been riding on the back of them.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
What he said.
Let's see here. Gotta get that thing up as. There we go. So there is you got the toxins. There are 5 daggers. There's 5 scimitars. All of them are wearing like ragged studded leather armor. You also find 50 gold and 2 regular healing potions.
They don't have to be carrying a lance, do they?
Yep, that's it, guys. Game over. No, they do not.
Okay. Is there anything special about the leader or the one that was riding the leader or anything?
He just looked a little bit bigger and beefier. As you're looking at these guys, none of them look super crazy. They're all rabbit folk, but they look just like crazy farmers or like they don't look like they have a crap load of military training or anything. The guy who was riding the bigger one, he was just a little bit bigger, a little beefier.
Series of related questions. Is their blood a strange color?
It is. I think it was said it was green. Or you mean the rabbit folks?
Yes.
No, that's just regular red blood.
If we open their eyelids, are their eyeballs a weird color?
Give me a medicine check.
I'll try. 19.
Okay. So you are looking these rabbit folk over, and you can't tell what's wrong with them, but it looks like they haven't taken care of themselves in a very long time.
Anything else like bulging veins or like vampire teeth they shouldn't have?
No, there's no. It's not funicular.
Or like
Byron
creepy
lifts up one of the gums.
character,
Gingivitis.
long fingernails.
They do not. They look like if you'd spent enough time in a city, they look like the crazy person that's out in the corner screaming about whatever. They just look mentally unwell.
Okay, last one. Do they smell off? And I don't mean like neglected, like smelly. I just mean like abnormal.
It's a good question. No.
Oh. Are there any other questions I've missed that there could be?
Is everyone in town a rabbit folk?
No. So this is, I'll give you a little idea of what you guys see here. This is Rapatapa Mining Town 4. Or mining, and essentially Rapatapa is a, why don't you guys give me a history check?
23.
Non-nat 20.
Okay. So let me
11.
see if I can get this. Copy.
I got 12.
Lore, please.
Yep. See if I can get this to.
Byron pulls an encyclopedia out of his bag.
I put the logo for Rapatapa in the in tavern chat on Discord. So it is like a hammer and pick with some cogs underneath it. This is a family-owned mining company. It's owned by the Rapatapa family, and their colors are like a teal and black and gray. You do notice that most people here are wearing work clothes in those colors, so teal, black, and gray. You do see a couple people who are guards, but the guards don't look like they're very good at what they do. The area around you, this is a big open space that appears to be like a town square. The buildings, though, is a mixture of styles, right? So there are what appears to be like rabbit warrens, like a hole inside of the ground. Think of like
Hobbit.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. Think of a movie franchise that is about to be 20 years old, or is 20 years old right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like a burrow with a big door in the front of it. But next to that are what looks like hastily constructed buildings, filling in places where there aren't those little burrows. The center of the area where you were at was blown up a couple times with fireballs. That was a whole bunch of candles. It almost looks like roadside shrines to people who pass away when they are in car accidents. There's just a whole bunch of candles. There are hand-drawn pictures, you can see scraps of that are like held up against this. You would take this as probably a shrine to the dead, as you've learned that a lot of people have died here.
Is there anyone standing nearby who looks like they're sane and might actually have brains in their head?
Yeah, like an official of any type.
Not even an official, just someone who has some common sense and is not.
There is a dwarf. He's only got one leg, and he has a big long beard that has been braided, and he's got about 6 rings in it, and he's just walking by.
Where is he? Or does it not matter?
He's
We'll
3
just say
feet to your
wherever
left.
it
He's
is.
just theater of the mind.
He's just walking by
Just
like
making sure.
no other
Yeah.
cares in the world, just like the
Yeah.
whole town's.
I would like
We've
to
seen this kind of attack.
grab his arm. And, excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Oh, sorry. What in the hell is wrong with these herringons? Like, what is their deal? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. It's been like this for I've been here for 6 months. It's been progressively worse over the last 6 months. He points to the shrine thing, and he's like, it just seems like every day people are adding more and more to this shrine. We lost 12 just last week. If you ask me, adamantine's not worth this.
So they were already like this when you got here.
The people, they were dead.
The evil herringons.
They weren't as bad.
Was there like a significant noticeable change? Any big things that happened around the time that they started sucking?
He cocks his head and he's thinking about it. He's like,
Weird creatures, smells, noises, changing food.
You know what? The rest of the wildlife has gotten progressively a little bit more aggressive as well. Now that you say that, I just kind of thought of that.
And
I'm a simple miner.
Have you guys uncovered anything in the mine that coincides with the time frame in which everything started getting a bit more aggressive?
He looks at you and he says, our time in the mine is less and less lately. It seems the more that we try to mine, the more that the savage Haragons are coming out and trying to kill us.
Okay.
When this started, did you suddenly start mining more or like reach into a different area of the mine? Unlock some spooky curse or something?
Spooky curse.
Listen.
Do you know how mining works?
Maybe you uncovered some ancient relic that like set a curse upon all the wildlife of this area. I don't know.
Any of the relics would go through the mayor. And he points to a house over in over. If you're looking at the map, it would be on the left side of the city, over towards this side.
I'm just saying, my third cousin one time just knocked over a statue and got sworn by vicious vampire bats once. It could be literally anything. Any weather change, weird rain that's like destroying the food or making it poisonous.
I did lose a leg. Do you think that maybe my leg is the reason why we're being hurt?
No,
Yeah.
it might be.
I think so.
Byron
I
walks
think
off
you may
towards
be
the
onto
mayor's house.
something. Just thanks so much, old chap, and like pats him heartily on the back and heads after Byron.
Anybody that is following Byron would notice that scent of vanilla again.
Just for your guys,
We'll comment on it later.
for your guys' reference, you were told that the mayor's name is Malastra, Malastra the Minotaur. That was told to you by our friend. What the heck was his name?
Barrington?
What's that? No, it was Dern Morehand. He was the guy that you guys hated because he was just standing there waiting for you.
That
All
guy.
right.
What a
Yeah.
prick.
Yep. All right. So let me bring up another map here.
Knock knock.
We're going to another map. Molestra's house. All right. So this is Molestra's house. Got this off of Tales Bazaar.
We're not there yet.
Oh, it didn't bring you? I apologize. Let me summon everyone to the board. Summon players. All right. So this was made by Istalri Astra, and the name of the map is Owl Island Striggy House. Let's see here, Casper.
This is so cute.
It's like Justin wanted us to go to the mayor's house.
What?
It's like he planned for this or something.
No, our actions are 100% our own with no swaying and...
All right.
Oh, is this a
So-
little courtyard?
Yep. This is a nice little small manor. It is pretty run down. It looks like it hasn't had much upkeep. Before you, it is modest. It's a 1-story house. There is a side to the left which appears to be something you would imagine like a place where they keep their stores. They're anything they would need for apples, all that kind of shit. And then on the right is the door to the actual house itself.
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and you hear. I said 1 story. I meant 2. I apologize. Hold on. Oh, what could it be now? Jesus Christ. Or Aldar, be praised. Oh, God, fuck. And the door opens up, and before you is a exhausted looking minotaur.
Holy shit! Are
She
you
is
a real life minotaur?
you don't get out much, do you? So this Molestra is about 6.5 feet tall, wearing a dirtied, wrinkled, slightly torn suit. You can clearly tell this suit was not made for her because it's very high watered. It looks like maybe this suit's been passed down to a couple people. Her face is sunken in. She smells like she hasn't bathed in a while. And just everything about all the clothes that she has are worn. There are papers everywhere. This is clearly the office of someone. Byron, like to open a thing. This is clearly the office of someone who has too much work and not enough time. What can I help you? What do you guys?
We just defeated the wyvern problem out in town.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
In case you didn't notice, the entire town was being attacked. Quite a lot.
Yes, I understand. It happens at least twice a week. Do you want a fucking cookie? Like,
Yes.
Yes, please.
Is
all right,
it
hold on.
so
And
it's
she goes over
him?
and she gets you cookies. She gets you cookies and brings you back each one cookie.
What kind of cookies are they?
What kind don't you like? They are lemon macadamia nut raisin.
That sounds great.
Guys, Byron's like,
But I would
"Whoa, my
immediately
favorite."
hand it over.
You see Maeve with this like really fake smile on. Wow, these are just delicious. And she's taking like tiny bites.
When Maeve takes a bite, it actually does take delicious because Byron makes it taste delicious.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about all the recent attacks here, but it seems like twice a week. Shouldn't you, I don't know, you're the mayor. Isn't there something that you can help do about that?
Yeah. I am trying to get Rapatapa to pull us the fuck out of here, but all they give a shit about is this fucking adamantine, and I'm losing 12 people a fucking week. Did you see the shrine? Like, I got this volcano that's getting worse. the Haragons are getting worse. There's more attacks. I mean, we're trying to push the mines to the south, but I don't even know how we're supposed to.
Hey, did that volcano start getting worse around the same time as those Haragons?
She looks and thinks about it. She's like, I don't know. It's just it's been getting worse for the last year or so. I don't know what that has to do with these Haragons attacking.
And I just want to figure out what is wrong with these dang bunnies.
Oh, they're going
this is
crazy and they're
so
trying to kill
hard.
people.
Yes, but did anything change around here? Find a relic, ancient curse, weather, food, environment.
I don't know. Look, this is a position you take when you're trying to move up the ladder. I came here. I'm supposed to be here for a year, and then I move on to a better position. This is not what I fucking signed up for.
What happened to the individual?
Have you been here?
What was that? One more time?
How many years have you been here?
About a year and a half.
What happened to the individual before you?
Got fucking promoted.
Okay.
He's
Byron will
district
just
regional manager of the lower south quadrant 2 times over.
Byron will clean all of his clothes while he's talking to them. Just
Oh,
He'll
thank
just-
you.
Nyx actively drags blood across the floor in her fucking soaked dress.
You know, you don't sound very neighborly right now. Maybe that's why you're not getting promoted.
Or
Just saying.
maybe I'm just saying it's these fucking rabbits with their fucking bird lizards eating my employees.
you know,
And you said that you tried to speak to the folks at your company and they didn't help you. What else have you done?
we're just
Given
saying
people
good
weapons and
leaders
said,
good leaders make change happen. They don't just stand by and complain about it. That's what we've noticed.
It
Oh,
just seems like
okay.
you're being
Well, guess
awful
what?
reactive to the situation rather
Here.
than proactively working towards a solution.
She takes off a necklace, puts it around your neck, and she's like, "Do you want to be the fucking mayor? Because I fucking want to quit."
Who's
Nyx
next?
very excitedly looks between the rest of the group.
Byron will just take off the necklace and hand it to you, Nyx, and just say, "You're more than
She
welcome
takes it
to."
back. She's like, "I can't fucking take. I can't let you do this." But you know what I mean?
No,
Fucking, you guys,
I lost an owl today. Let me take over a town.
she looks at you and she says, "Oh, an owl. I lost 12 fucking people last week.
Mm-hmm.
Were
You
they?
lost one owl."
Is it always
I did.
Haragon, and
It
are they
was a
coming
giant owl, though.
from a particular area?
For me asking before I answer this, do you mean is it always Haragon that are dying or always Haragon that are attacking?
Always Haragon that are attacking, and are they coming from a particular area?
They're coming from the south. So and just so you understand how this island is, where you're at is towards the north of the island.
Mhm.
As you go south, there's a mountain range that splits into on the outside of like an upside down V. Where the mine would be is at the front of that where the split is at on the island. And she says it's getting harder and harder to get our people into the mines. It's almost now as if the wildlife is going crazy too, but it's mainly the rabbit folk. I don't know if it's because they're rabbit folk or because they lived here. We took this used to be what was called Bilby Burrows, Bilby Burrows. We took this for ours. There was 4 other Haragon towns on the island, and I don't know if they're going crazy because they're native to here or they're just farther south. I'm not sure.
So, just to be clear on this, when you say that you took this to be yours, does that mean that you
I didn't take it. The Rapatapa Mining Company came in and
So they pushed them out of their homes.
Yes. Yeah. And that would make sense. I mean, the burrows that you're seeing associated next to very poorly, hastily built ramshackle buildings. It looks like those were thrown together just to house more people.
Interesting.
Well, sounds like it's time to go south now. What do you say? And then she like nudges Casper in the side.
Do we know where the Casper's catatonic? Do we know where the lance is supposed to be on this island, or what we're looking for in this area? Like in regards to the
You were told that the lance was on this island. They didn't give you much information. You could go back and try to talk to Dern if you'd like to.
On that note, like, I know you talked about where things are, but like, how big is the island? Like, to travel from one side to another. Is it a little island? Is it
it's
like
a decent
one?
It's decent. It's probably like 8 miles long and 4 or 5 miles wide.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But as far as you leaving your position as mayor, if we were to assist you with resolving this Haragon issue, making sure the adamantine mines are up and running, that would help you promote even sooner and leave your spot vacant, correct?
She said, look, if you can get me promoted, I don't give a shit who's the mayor. I never come back to this place again.
How interesting.
Do you have any resources that you can hire any adventuring parties to deal with this problem?
She laughs. She's like, have you ever worked for a corporation? Every year my budget gets smaller.
But you're the only mine for the adamantium, so if this place goes down, then...
So this is Rapatapa
Mining
Mining Town 4. This is just one of their mines. So
it's
somebody
on the same
rolled
island, though, right?
No, somebody rolled a pretty good history check. I think it was Byron. You would know that Rapatapa is a very big company, and they have mines all over the world.
I explained this.
We also take payment in
Cookies here. She hands you a bunch more cookies.
Useful. Oh, thank you. Useful items. Unique items.
Poison?
Helpful magical items.
If you have any poison, we'll take that as well.
She looks at you and she says, look, if you do this, I will... And she walks over to a table and she reaches into a lockbox and opens it up. And there is a large portion of adamantine. She says, well, I'll give you this if you will do this for me. Just for reference, it would be worth 1,000 gold. Or you could use it for weapons or whatever.
Better than nothing.
Okay.
You guys are also getting 3,000 gold to do this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You
We're,
think that's enough, Justin?
Yeah. Come on.
Yes, you greedy bastards.
Never.
Just thinking, if we're going into some mines, maybe we find some more accidental adamantium that ends up inside of our bags.
Look, I
Or-
don't care. I don't care. Steal it all. I don't fucking care. Just get me a promotion off this island.
Indiana Jones it up and find more relics. Maybe the lance is like buried with other fancy, expensive things.
That's
And
true.
you guys heard her. We have free reign to take whatever we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, she- No, look, don't steal from out there. I need this stuff here. I need a promotion. I don't care about what's happening out there as long as it gets me off of here.
Okay. Can you give us useful information about where we need to go?
Yeah, she gets you out a clearly drawn map to get you from here down to where the mines are at, as well as it's a crudely drawn map of what the mines look like currently. Like they just survey. This is what it looks like, kind of thing.
Great.
Listen, I don't want to be a party pooper, but I don't know about y'all, but if we're going on this grand adventure, I need myself a long nap before we go, if you know what I mean.
Nyx looks down at her hands and senses the drastic lack of spell slots available and just goes, I think perhaps a rest would be appropriate.
Okay.
Malastra, this is a 2-story place. Is there any chance that we could just crash for the night?
She's like, yeah, upstairs.
Oh, thank
And
you.
she points you to the rooms. They're nothing crazy. It's just a bed and a wash basin and a chest to lock your stuff up. There's nothing in them, but there's a place for you to rest your head.
I get the sense that they don't get a lot of adventurers coming around these parts, huh?
No, I mean,
You're just like, who are you? Who cares? Whatever.
it's just
Sleep
a
here, here's the
constant. It's a
thing.
constant rotation of people rotating in and out. Most of them are dying, so it's just a lot of people turning over.
I am curious. I do want to ask her a little bit about the wyverns themselves, because what we've been hearing about the Haragons is that they are kind of like losing control and they're becoming savage and crazy, but they clearly have enough knowledge to organize an attack on the city, to use wyverns to their advantage, wyverns who don't appear to be fully under their control, to have a leader of the wyverns that they are coordinating with. So like, what's the fucking deal?
And are wyverns like native to this island, or did they come in from somewhere?
Yeah, are there other people that have wyverns? Like, are there, it's just like, oh yeah, all Haragons fly wyverns around. Like, why is it that this group?
Or did the
Sure.
company not ask before they
Nope.
pillaged
So-
and pushed the people
Nope.
out of their land?
This is one of those things where it was in a briefing that she's like, hold on, and she goes back and she flips through some papers and she's looking through like issues, and she's like, okay, so there is a volcano, there is random monsters. It's wildlife, and it's like a list of the wildlife that would be there. It's just normal stuff on an island, and then it's also the small little mountains that are here. They are home to multitudes of wyverns. So it wasn't like they didn't know they were here. They just didn't care.
But the
And then
Haragons,
the
are, like,
Haragons, obviously, that they lived here. This is where they live.
I think what I'm confused about is the mental stability of the Haragons that are like going crazy, crazy, quote unquote. It's like how wild can they really be going if they're able to coordinate
She
aerial attacks?
she looks at you and she's like, I'm not a doctor, but I've seen them ride these things. I've seen them coordinate attacks. But then they'll snap, and I've seen them try to eat people's faces off. I've seen people still living being dragged into the woods. I don't know any other way to describe it than savage.
Have you tried talking to them?
Have you seen what just happened? She points out in the direction of where you just came. They're more of a bite first, ask questions later kind of crowd.
Well, I mean, they were pushed out of their homes and relegated to other parts of the island, so...
Yeah, but I mean, come on. They're Haragons.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really racist.
Okay.
Can I just... I felt
I have
dirty
a-
saying it, and it's a made-up fucking thing. Like, they're not real. They're just make-believe, and I felt dirty just saying it, so...
I think we have an inkling of why you're not getting promoted as quickly as you maybe would like to.
Or maybe they don't know about your racism well enough. Maybe once they know about that, you'll be promoted. You'll have to
I
see.
say we send a letter to Malastra's boss bragging about what a great job she's doing so that she can get the promotion and get the fuck out of here and we can get the reward. And then immediately follow it up with a slower to arrive letter that is just a very detailed HR complaint.
Does our group have that much clout where we'll send a letter and they'll be like, oh, these people endorse this mayor. They should be promoted.
Why not? Who else is on this island that's calling any shots? I feel like as far as people on this island go, we could probably just bullshit our way through. Yeah, we've been living here for years trying to help out with the wyvern attacks. We literally took down a bunch of them where other people failed.
So,
I think we've got a little bit of authority here.
give me an intelligence check or a perception check. Anybody can do it.
By anybody, do you mean everybody?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
16.
25.
What was it? Intelligence or what?
Nice.
Perception. So
22.
with a 25, you do see that it doesn't seem like anybody's really in charge, but at the same time, with all the paperwork that's in here, you can tell that they are keeping detailed notes on pretty much everything. It's just not traditionally organized. It's not in file folders, but there is a bunch of stuff. So if you think that if you would try to say, hey, we've been here for years, they would call bullshit, simply because they have ledgers of this person was here from this time to this time. They found this much adamantine. This is when they left. This is when they died. You know what I mean? So they are slightly organized. They're just rudderless. And it would probably be a large portion of it from this Minotaur.
Oh, I have one last question for volcano, like active volcano? Like we should be avoiding the volcano?
Yeah, when you guys came in, you could see the volcano. It is in the
that.
yeah. It's as like think of the V, right? It's to the left. Sorry, as you're coming out to the right hand side. On that V. I have a very crudely drawn map, which I will take a picture of and send to you. But
love to see a very crudely drawn map of a volcano that I do not want to get caught in. Okay, neato. Well, I think if everybody else is ready to long rest and then skedaddle, we could take the map and head out into the islandy wilderness. Yeah?
Is everyone okay with long resting, by the way? I just suggested it because I have a lot of stuff I'd like to re-up on, but...
No, I really need a long rest.
Yeah.
I would very much like a long rest.
I assumed that we would all be okay, but I just wanted to check.
Did we ask if the change was just spontaneously happens to Haragons in the area, or it just was a wave all at once? Did we ask that yet?
Well, he's
we've
been saying
never-
that they've had more and more show up.
We've had so there's been more and more. It hasn't happened in the city proper or the town proper, but it's getting harder and harder to get to the mine.
But the Haragons that are in town aren't changing?
No, it seems that it's the locals.
Okay. Okay. Long rest. Boom. Our friend Harrington the Haragon will be safe for the moment.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, who knows if it's like you have to be here for a certain amount of time. But yeah, hopefully Harrington will be fine. Hopefully our little gnome friend will be fine. And hopefully we can utilize those resources while we're stuck on this death trap of an island.
All right. So, you guys spend the night doing whatever it is you want to do. Is there anything that you want to be doing in the meantime? Between now and when, overnight? Is there anything you're trying to do?
I would like to hide all of the lemons and the macadamia nuts so that she cannot try to pay us in future cookies. None of that, please.
Would Maeve know about... We haven't talked about the Lance thing yet, so Maeve still knows nothing about it, right? Presumably.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could take the evening to do a little bonding time.
Inform her? Because then she might
sure.
suggest, like, oh, maybe we look at, like, the books the mayor has lying around and see if any of them mention the Lance or something, you know?
Well, I think you would probably notice that since Nyx doesn't sleep, as everyone like lays down for bed, she would just sit and just stare, and would just eventually like watch as the rest of you try to sleep. So if at any point you're like wanted to ask questions, she would be awake to answer them.
Okay.
But yes, I think that we could canonically say that it's like, hey, what are you doing here, friend? Appreciate you coming with us, but we might be getting into some pretty dangerous territory. Don't know if that's going to scare you off.
Casper would, in whatever a few hours downtime that he would have for between long rest and morning, help with the people the townsfolk who have been brutalized and murdered in the town square. See if he can do any healing and whatnot with his remaining spell slots, and
Okay.
at least try and help the town.
All right. So you're able to go through and help people out. As you do this, nobody really has any money, but you are given gifts of like breads and cheeses and cured meats. Nothing super crazy, but they are very, very grateful.
Should I add that to my inventory? Breads, cheeses,
Whatever.
cured meats?
Sure.
Okay.
What you got, Byron?
Byron will spend his time during the long rest kind of poring over his books, looking to see if he can expand any of the rituals that he knows in any way. But then he's going to set out his poisoner's kit, and he's going to specifically look to make poisons that are more effective towards... instead of undead, he's going to choose to make them more effective towards humanoids.
Okay. Perfect. So the evening passes, and is there any specific time you want to wake up?
I think was it closer to dusk when we got in?
Yeah, it was closer towards the end of the day. People were starting to pack up when the attack happened.
I think we just get up and go in the morning.
Okay. You wake up, and Nyx, you would know that the mayor made a small breakfast for you all. It's nothing super crazy. It's some eggs, some sweet potatoes, and a single piece of bacon each.
Thank you. That is more than generous of you. And she would do the thing where she like lifts up a forkful to her mouth and then just puts it back down. Just go.
Casper's just gonna take her bowl. Casper's just taking Nyx's stuff immediately.
Thank you.
She,
sorry. Thank you.
the mayor just puts her hand on your shoulder, Nyx, and says, "Hey, there's no need to pretend. I get that you're a ghost person."
Oh,
you understand it.
Well, thank you.
You're a ghost person?
Oh. Well, we didn't cover everything during our conversation last night. But thank you, Miss Mayor. It's not very often that I am greeted so warmly for being incorporeal, as it were. I'll just go ahead and she just slides the entire plate over to Casper. We will be out of your hair very shortly here, and hopefully when we see each other next, we'll arrive back with some rather good news about the adamantium and a certain promotion.
She looks at you and she says, I hope so. I don't know how much longer I can stay here.
Well, if you continue to lose 12 people a day, I mean, it's only a matter of 12 people a week. I'd say you have at least another 5-6 weeks before everyone in this town is dead. So surely you'll be one of the last
Also,
ones.
if you want to leave, you should do it now, because the airship's here. It probably won't be back for a while.
It's here every week. We get 12 to 20 people every week.
Oh, so you're not running out of people then?
No.
Oh, and Nyx would dig around and her like root around a little bit and then grab out just a crumpled handful of drink tokens and hand them to Malastra as a thank you for letting us stay the night. If you ever want to cash those in on the airship while it's here, I'm sure that you could put them to good use.
As you say this, there's a knock on the door, and you see a familiar face show up. It's Harrington,
Harrington!
and he's like, I'm here to be your assistant mayor. That's what he told me I'm supposed to be." And he walks in as the four of you walk out. If you don't want to say anything to him,
Insight check.
go ahead, give me
They
an
look
insight
like
check.
a murderous, rampaging rabbit.
Is he
Or
foaming
did
at the
someone
mouth any-
shapeshift into him?
Oh, a 9.
He just looks like Harrington. He looks hungover. He looks super hungover.
After we get outside the door, who's ever next to Byron, he'll just be like, well, I guess if Harrington's in there, that problem's taken care of. There's no way that mayor's going to last longer than a week with another Harrington, like in his house. He'll go crazy and just murder the mayor inside the house.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it won't be the worst. It won't be the worst thing if we came back. No mayor.
Nyx just puts a
Vacant
knife at the
seats.
outside of the door with a gold piece and a note to Harrington.
I'm not saying that you have to, but if you choose to.
If you happen to trip, make sure this knife falls into the mayor.
Listen, I gave that man a deck of cheating cards, all right? He can repay me with murdering a woman. I'm just saying he owes me a little something. All right.
right.
So on our way out, as far as finding a map and exploring this place goes, what do we think, gang? I mean, I'm kind of tempted to just go straight to the mines and see what we can find there. But if anybody wants to check out a ooky spooky volcano first, I'm certainly not opposed to that either.
The mines are in front of the volcano. You would have to go through the mines to get to the volcano.
That makes it easier.
Yeah,
That does make
of course we do. To get to the lance that's particularly oddly, precariously balanced over the top of the lava pits.
Nope.
Don't say that. Don't jinx this like that.
It is 100% not that.
And as far as like canonically what I would have told Maeve the night before, I mean, it would have been fairly general information. Just like, we're trying to hunt down this giant lance. It's this, item. We're on a fetch quest to find this thing and then turn into some people. And I kind of want to get a sense if she's particularly like treasure hungry. If there's any indication that this could be like I could get the lance first and dip out on these people. If that's even like in her realm of thought.
You would not get that sense. You'd only get that she's like a loot monkey in the more broad sense, but not that she's like has any ulterior motives. I'm just here for a good time and to try new things and meet new people and learn more.
Like
Anything else?
riding on wyverns?
Yeah. I just want to live life to the fullest before I have to go back.
Well, it certainly seems like you are not afraid to get your hands dirty, which, frankly, as long as you're willing to travel and help us out with the remaining wyverns and harrigons that I've no doubt we're going to come across, we'd certainly love to have you with us.
Live fast and die young.
And leave behind a beautiful corpse.
Hopefully, at least.
And then that
Unless you're
corpse
crushed.
gets up and walks around. Right,
Or-
Nyx?
If you die, can I have your body? Maybe we get that
That's
out
a
of the
trap.
way
Say no.
early on.
She has that to everyone she
I-
meets. Say no.
Just consider it. You don't have to answer me tonight,
Listen.
but sleep on it and
My family has some special rituals. I don't think they'd take too kindly to me promising you my body upon death.
What are they gonna do?
Do they
You're
need
dead.
your entire body?
Yes.
No. Fair enough. If you change your mind, just let me know.
I
I
will.
just have a hand.
in a jar,
Yes.
still moving forever.
I'll
trying to do
promise you
something.
a piece of hair.
Oh, she's visibly
Or-
disappointed. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
So,
Gained a friend.
you guys start heading down this path, and it shows that there are 2 paths that you can take. Ooh, 2 paths.
Oh.
Yeah. According to the map that you have, there is a path that takes you past some homesteads, and then there's a path that takes you down past like some, just like more like the jungle. So both of them will take you to an entrance to the mine. But you guys can decide which way you want to go.
Are the other homesteads still occupied by the natives?
Yeah, so if you would have asked there sorry. There are 4 other villages. They are essentially on the cardinal directions, except for where you were just at. There is Cottontail Village. There is Brown Hair Town, like hair, Hare.
My hands are
Mhm.
full.
Um,
Reels, take notes.
Coney Village, and Hoppington.
They're really on the nose with those names,
They are.
aren't they? Man
And-
City
And then the one that you were just at used to be called Bilby Burrows.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yep.
Okay, do we want to go to one of the towns to try and get some answers? It seems like it'll either be that or fighting our way through the jungle. So
Well, if we go to the town to get some answers, we could be fighting our way through a town of
yeah,
cannibalistic,
uh,
crazy hair gods.
sounds more. I feel like those same cannibals will attack us either way. Maybe.
I might throw out that if we are able to go to the pre-existing citizens of this island, that they might have a better idea of where a lance might be.
Yep. I like that idea. I also like the idea of them having some more insight into Rapatapa that we may not get from the people who are employed by it.
They seem like a typical evil corporation. Actually, most corporations in this universe are evil.
We
Just
don't know
this
that
one?
That's true. This one and Prowler are the big bads.
Well, how many corporations are there?
There's 4 major powers.
But
That's-
those aren't
listen,
corporations, though.
No, there's
That's
only
just in
one
Donver's Hold.
canonical. Yes, in Donver's Hold, there's the 4 major powers. The canonical corporation is Prowler, and now this is the second big, like, major corporation.
Yeah.
And I don't know if all corporations are evil, but I'm trying to get some motherfucking badges. So I'm not gonna have you coming in here just assuming that everything's evil and ruining my chances to collect them all.
Do regular corporations have badges?
Yeah, they're little placards with your face on them and your name below it. That's how you get into doors.
So we're getting all those too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just as some lore for you there are lots of corporations. Prowler is the only one that has been large enough to get into the big 4, right? So
But that's just in Donver's Hold.
just in
Right?
Donver's
I
Hold.
mean,
Yep.
outside of Donver's Hold, there's
It's a
got to be
big world.
corporations that are even bigger than Prowler. There's
There
like
might be.
Amazon out there somewhere. It's just
Yeah, it's called Mamazon.
Amazon.
Mammoth.
They're out there in
Mammoth.
human
Zon.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
So which way you want to go?
All in favor of Homestead Way.
Okay.
Alrighty. That is
So
where I'll be
you
next.
head off down towards the homesteads. This at the very top. It is actually Cottontail Village. And as you head down that way, the four of you are walking four abreast down this path. The sun is coming up over your shoulder. You're talking as you're walking down this path, and you all feel a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and you've leveled up.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. That is where, excuse me, that is where we're going to end tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And if for some reason we don't talk to you before then, have a happy new year. We need to get some inspiration, and that's going to be Emily throwing out some inspiration there.
I'm gonna give it to Black Malice, who I believe is new.
Black
It's
Malice.
just a hey.
Awesome.
Didn't really have a thriving chat today. Shout out to Lisa for taking care of any chat movement going on.
I have fun.
I lied. I give it to Lisa. I give it
It's
to
more
Lisa.
for
She
me than it is for
carried the
anybody
chat
else.
today.
Thank you.
Nope.
Goodness,
Black
I'm
Malice
not-
it is.
You're not allowed to do that, but I
I know.
appreciate the gesture regardless.
There you go.
Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. If you get a chance, like I said, give us a thumbs up. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, we'll take that too. If you're listening to us on the podcast in the future or on YouTube, please like and 5 stars or whatever it is, so that people can find us and we can keep doing cool stuff, like me railroading the players until the story.
Hey, you gave us 2 whole choices.
That's right. 2
Yeah.
whole
Oh my
choices.
Second
god, and they all
pathway.
both led to the same spot.
Nope, different spots.
Yes.
All right. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Have a happy holiday, and we'll see you again in the new year.
We'll
Bye,
see you next
everybody.
year.
Bye guys. Love